Scouts. For our first adventure, it is called Digging in the Past. If you look in your Wolf book, for this edition anyway, it is on page 190 is where we get started here. So we're going to move right on to Requirement 1. Requirement 1 is that you play a game that demonstrates your knowledge of dinosaurs, such as a dinosaur match game. Millions of years ago, there were many types of dinosaurs and ancient reptiles. There were dinosaur herbivores, who ate plants, dinosaur carnivores, who ate meat, plesiosaurs were the sea creatures, and pterosaurs were the flyers. Read about some of these creatures below and then try to match the correct creature to the clues. You may also play a dinosaur match game with your den or your family members. Give out cards with the dinosaur facts on them to half the people playing the game. Give out cards with pictures of the dinosaurs to the other half. Have players find their match. You can also have an adult cover up pictures and names for each creature in your handbook and then see if you can use the fast facts to guess the names. So in the next couple of pages of your handbook here, there's going to be some nice little snapshots of some of the dinosaurs here with a bunch of the facts that helps you identify them. And then on the last page, gives you the clues. So work with another member of your den, maybe an older sibling or an adult, possibly a parent or an aunt or an uncle, and see if you guys can learn a little bit about dinosaurs in the book here. Requirement number 2 is going to be to create an imaginary dinosaur, and I'm going to do that with you guys. Let's see. Share what its name is, what it eats, and where it lives. You can use your own imagination to come up with it, and a scout is thrifty, so create one out of recycled objects and common craft items. For me today, I'm actually just gonna draw one out here. I'm just gonna sketch one. Some of the items that you can use include water bottles, laundry soap bottles, soda cans, bottle caps, cereal boxes, container lids, buttons, clay, paper mache, cardboard tubes, spools, construction paper, and felt. Remember to ask an adult for help before you use any of the materials that you collect, and then share the dinosaur with your den. I'd be really interested to see what kind of dinosaurs that you guys are creating, so feel free to send those in through the email that your parents have, and we'd love to see them. So just going to start one from scratch here, and I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do, I think I'll do a carnivore. I want him to be kind of tall and scary with big teeth, so you guys can all see here why I'm not an artist. I think I just heard Dino Dan calling in the distance. I don't know where he's at, but I know he's coming. Sometimes he gets off on little adventures and we lose him for a while, but he'll come back. Alright, so there's the body. I'm kind of going to model it after something like a T-Rex, so we'll see. Got his big legs, his body, his short arms, and I'm going to work on a big head here with lots of teeth. An eyeball, because he's got to be able to see where he's going. And I don't know if dinosaurs have ears, but we're going to put an ear on him. Alright, so we got kind of just a rough scratch model here. I could use some pop cans or soda cans and some pop bottles and maybe some popsicle sticks and kind of glue them together here, but for this we're just going to do a sketch with mine. Alright, and since he's a scout, I'm going to put a merit badge sash on him. This is something that you guys will get when you get a little older into BSA scouting, where you can earn merit badges. Let's see. There. He's got his merit badge sash. Now I have to come up with a name. Well, let's see. He's a meat eater. And he's a scout. So we could call him, what do you think, Scoutasaurus? That's not too bad. How about, where'd Ingoana's adventure base? He could be a Ingoanasaur. I like that better. Ingoanasaur. Iguanosaurus. Yeah, there we go. So there we got, he's a meat eater. He's an Iguanosaurus. And where does he live? Well, we're gonna say he lives at Iguana's Adventure Base, because that's what he's named after. So there we go, that completes my requirement number 2. You can see my lovely drawing here. I know you guys are jealous of my art skills. He's a meat eater, he's an Iguanosaurus, and he lives at Iguanas. Alright, so now I'm going to share this with my den, and I don't have a den, so I'm going to share this with some of the professionals at our scout office and see what they have to say about it. So for number 3, we're going to do number 3B. You can do one of the following. 3A is make a fossil cast, and you can do that with plaster of Paris. If you want to go to the craft store and get some of that, you can. And just draw a dinosaur foot into the sand or the mud and use the instructions on the plaster of Paris to make a cast. We do that a lot here at camp with our animal tracks. It's a lot of fun. But today we're going to make a dinosaur dig. We're going to be the paleontologist and dig through a dinosaur dig made by another member of your den. Show and explain the ways a paleontologist works carefully during a dig. So what you guys have in your box with your program materials is we have included one of these Dig It Up dinosaur eggs, also the excavation guide, and that'll be in there, and then it could be one of these dinosaurs, but we have to dig it up to find out. Okay, so I'm going to open this up carefully here. I don't think I need a knife or anything. And this does come with just a little bit of a plastic chisel here, a little plastic tool to help you dig through. And a little guide for excavation. Probably go outside, this might make a mess. The first thing it says is place the egg in a cup of water and wait for the egg to sink. What that's going to do is absorb the water and make it a little bit easier. I wonder if we can do it without it. Yeah, we probably could. I'm going to go get a glass of water, put my egg in there and wait for it to sink, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have my glass of water, I actually just have a bottle of water here that I cut the top off. I was going to dump a little out, but I think I'll drink it. Yum. Alright, let's drop him in there. And it wants to float because it still has air in it, so we'll just wait for it to soak up some of the water. Said it's going to take about 5 minutes. Alright, as you can see now, that kind of sank to the bottom of our glass here. We still have a few bubbles coming out, but let's see what that looks like. I'm not going to drink it this time now that I have had this egg soaking in it. So we're going to use it to water the yard a little bit. Alright. It says while you're waiting to soak your egg, you should cover your surface in newspaper. I'm outside on a picnic table, so I haven't done that because I can just brush any mess off and clean it up later on. So, I'll move my camera down far enough for you guys to see it. There we go. I'm just kind of going to hammer away here and see what... Oh yeah, that's much easier. I'm really excited to see what kind of dinosaur that I have. Ooh. And this is going to make a mess, so yeah, I say do it outside. This looks like it's just kind of dirt and clay though, so I think if you do it outside in the driveway, you can probably just rinse that off. Or if you're going to be inside, definitely cover it with newspaper, because you can see it's just mud. It's just going to make a big mess. So, oh, I can kind of start to see it. Get it right up in there. So now I'm going to be really careful here to make sure that we don't damage it, because that's what a paleontologist would do. They use small tools like paintbrushes and drywall trowels and little chisels and all kinds of stuff to try to get those bones out of there without damaging them. There we go, got some big pieces off. I don't know which one it is yet. It's blue, I think. Yeah, that's blue. I think that's his head. Just going to kind of follow what I can see here to make sure that I don't damage it by hitting something I can't see that's buried in the egg. These kits are really fun. Just about. Oh, I think I got it. Now it says to go rinse it off in some water, and I'll do that here in a second, but I'm really excited to see which one I got. If you can see the fins, it looks like it's a swimming dinosaur of some kind. And let's see. Oh. Find a rag here to clean my hands off. And I'll use my, this is an old paint rag, I'm going to use this to kind of clean up my dinosaur too. Alright, I can see it a little better. I'm going to go to my dinosaur excavation guide. It has all the pictures in here. And I got a Plesiosaurus. This marine dinosaur had 4 wide flippers that propelled it through the water with ease. Its wide jaws and razor-sharp teeth allowed it to catch prey with ease. This is a meat eater. Kind of looks like the Great Loch Ness Monster, doesn't it? That's super fun. Alright, and on the back here it gives you instructions just to create your own dinosaur diorama. I don't know if you guys have ever done that in art class, but you get a shoebox and some tissue paper and some markers and paint, and you can cut out a scene for your dinosaur and make some trees and other stuff like that. So if you guys want to do that, I'd be super interested to see how they turned out. So go ahead and send those pictures in to me. Be really interested to see what you guys come up with there. Just be creative and have fun. Alright, for our last requirement, requirement 4, we're going to make edible fossil layers. Explain how this snack is a good model for the formation of fossils. Different types of soil, rock, and weather affected the way fossils formed. Sometimes an object was encased or completely covered. Sometimes it became soft and dissolved, and sometimes rock formed around it. To show fossil layers, we're going to make a display that you can eat. It says check with your den leader to find out if your den will do this as an activity with the group or if you're going to do it with your family. So for this, we're going to do it with our family because a lot of our dens around the country aren't meeting in person right now. So in your program box there is some fruit snacks and some fruit by the foot, and that's what I'm going to use to make mine, because the fruit by the foot you can lay over the fruit snacks. The fruit snacks are going to be my fossils, and the fruit by the foot will be the layer of dirt or sediment that had washed in over the fossils and encased it in the dirt. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of that when it's all completed here.